Okay, thank you. All right, it's 6 p.m., so we'll call this meeting to order. I would ask for an adoption of the agenda. A mover and a seconder. Moved by Gary, seconded by Eric. All right, all in favor? Thank you. And just for the record, those in attendance, Member Gary Bruno, Member Eric Beauregard, Member Dan, I lost your last name.
O'Hara.
O'Hara, sorry. Dan O'Hara. Okay, and
Happens to me all the time.
Member Angie Demeray. City staff. All right, so we have the agenda has been adopted. We're coming back from an adjournment previously, I think it's 2 weeks ago. I would ask for any disclosures of interest. Seeing none. Okay, order of business. We go to application B0524-PC, A0224-PC, and A0324-PC. This is Fire Lane 3, vacant lots on Fire Lane 3. All right. Now, maybe just to make things a little simpler and more straightforward for anybody who happens to be watching, we could ask Chris if he would just give us a quick recap of things and what we're looking at tonight.
Sure, yeah, to the chair. So the application was adjourned 2 weeks ago. The committee had requested some additional information with respect to whether the lots have been formally merged, a bit more of an analysis on section 3.4 of the official plan, and then an analysis under the of the criteria under section 5124 of the Planning Act, which is the criteria that assesses a plan of subdivision or consent application. So just to briefly summarize the addendum for the committee and any members of the public that are listening as well. We got a legal opinion obtained for whether or not the lots had merged together, and it was found that they had not, so they are all considered to be individual lots, a total of 6. 3 of them are fronting onto the fire lane. 2 of them are, sorry, the other 3 are in the back. They don't have frontage on the parcel, or on the fire lane, sorry. When we were initially reviewing the application, we tend to, every time we receive these applications, we review them through the assessment parcel. So we use MPACS data, which is also then applied to Niagara Navigator, which is where I think some of the confusion probably lied with us. Moving on, just an analysis of section 3.4, which is the rural lands in the official plan. As these were determined to be existing lots of record, it was more appropriate to treat the application as a boundary adjustment rather than the creation of a new lot, as 6 lots are already existing and the applicant is actually only proposing to have 2 lots on the property. So no lots are being formally created there. As that relates to section 3.4, most of those lot creation policies are just that, they are lot creation. This is technically not lot creation, and section 3.4, I think it's B, provides for boundary adjustments for minor reasons, which is what we would consider this to be. So that's just a brief summary of 3.4, and then the analysis of the Planning Act sections there. We provided a pretty thorough analysis of all of the criteria under there, added some bullet points to assess whether or not the application conforms to it, and it was deemed that it does. And that's pretty much the summary that we have.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, having heard that, I would ask the members if there are any questions. Member Beauregard?
Just through you, Madam Chair, to staff, I appreciate the information and the detail that was provided, and confirming or saying that this is more of a boundary adjustment and not lot creation, because as you outlined in the addendum, and in my experience, that's quite different. Lot creation policies are a little bit more stringent, and certain policies apply from the PPS and all the other planning documents. So I appreciate the clarification in that, and all of my questions have been addressed through the addendum.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions? Member Bruno?
Thank you. Although it's more out of curiosity, really, in the planning justification criteria, well, that was for consents, but it talks about, and the proponent was quite forthright about it with the 6 lots and building on 2 and using the space of 2. In terms of the remnant that will be left, is that potentially subject to a further application?
In essence, through the chair to Member Bruno, in essence, there really shouldn't be a quote remnant parcel here. What we have is 6 confirmed parcels that are being consolidated into 2. So they're in fact becoming less. So if any further Planning Act application came in, we would have to assess it at the time, but if it's through lot creation, it's probably going to be a hard sell, I would imagine.
Great, thank you, Madam Chair.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions? Okay, seeing none. Does anyone have a recommendation? Member Bogart?
I will do it. Just hold on with me. I don't think we got an email with the actual recommendation as to how it should be read. Pardon? I gotta find it. I'll wing it. Applications, B05-24-PC. Did we already do the minor variance, or is that being considered concurrently?
I don't believe these variances were approved.
Okay.
I believe we have to do all 3.
Okay, so I got it. B05-24-PC, A02-24-PC, and A03-24-PC be approved in accordance with the recommendations of staff. Would you like me to read out those conditions?
You can just say in reference to the appendix A in the addendum package.
In reference to Appendix A of the addendum, sorry, that application B05-24-PC be granted in accordance with the recommendations of Appendix A of the addendum, and that A02-24-PC and A03-24-PC be granted, as they are minor in nature, meet the general intent and purpose of the official plan, meet the general intent and purpose of the zoning bylaw amendment, and are what's the other third test? For the reasons outlined in staff recommendation report.
Okay, thank you, and can I get a seconder? Member Bruno? Okay, all in favor? All right, that is unanimously carried. Thank you. And business is now taken care of. The applications have been granted. There's a time limit, is there?
20 days.
20 days? 20 days?
I'd like to make a comment.
I don't really believe it's in line with
Well,
what we normally would do.
because right now you guys have granted me the application, correct?
Okay, can we hold on 1 minute before we get into this? I want to, let's just get a recommendation as to whether or not this is proper at all. Because I don't believe that it is. That's why Eric, I think you took the same training I took. It's probably not proper.
What's if I might, what's the question?
It's not a question, it's not.
Whether Mr. Smith can make comments.
That's up to you.
Pardon me?
It's up to the discretion of the chair, so.
It's the discretion of the chair.
I would say, point of order, the applications have already been approved and dealt with. There's no application on the floor.
That is the pertinent point. I would think when we've adjourned, you can make the comment.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, we can do it that way. All right, so that way you can still have your say, but we can do it in a proper format. Okay, so, all right, having the matter been dealt with, I would ask if there's any new business. No? All right. Move for adjournment. Moved by Eric, seconded by Gary. All in favor? Yeah. Okay, thank you. We are now adjourned. Pete, you're welcome to make the